No deal tonight. The Austin City Council rejects a $750,000 settlement with the family of Nathaniel Sanders.
The vote was a close one, 4-3. It came more than a year after former Austin police officer Leonardo Quintana shot and killed Sanders. We have team coverage of this controversial decision tonight. We begin with Aaron Cargile live down at Austin City Hall. Aaron?
Controversial indeed, Leslie. Some members of the crowd made it very clear tonight they are not okay with this vote. But early on, it looked like things were leaning in their favor.
Councilmember Spellman moves to approve the settlement. Is there a second? Second by Councilmember Morrison.
Cheryl Cole was on board too, claiming the community needs to move on. Then the bombshell dropped.
I would propose that we offer to settle in the amount of $500,000.
After gasps from some in the audience, clearly disgusted with the lower price, another council member chimed in.
I can't support a settlement that attaches to it a city's admission of an unjustified shooting, given the circumstances as I understand them.
The mayor was the first to reject the settlement altogether.
I think the best shot that we have at this now is to let this process go forward, let the facts, let a jury of peers make the decision.
The statement caused the NAACP president and other members in support of the settlement to make a scene and storm out.
You want to pick a fight, you got one now. You got one now. We got the Department of Justice. We got the DA's office. We're going to get these some of you-know-whats. But primarily, Lefwell is a coward, he's a snake, and we're going to defeat him.
And Council Member Spellman said a trial could cost taxpayers much more than the settlement. He said Sanders' attorney is going to be asking for $10 million in court. Now, as far as the jurors for that trial, we are told they will not be from Austin. They will be picked from a federal district that is outside of the Austin area. Live in downtown Austin, Aaron Cargile, KXAN Austin News.
Thanks, Aaron. Well, today's decision is just the latest development in a case which began more than a year ago. In May of 2009, Officer Leonardo Quintana shot and killed Nathaniel Sanders. Sanders' family filed a wrongful death suit against the city and Quintana less than a month later. Quintana was cleared of criminal wrongdoing in August of 2009, but the Sanders family continued its suit against the city and reached a tentative settlement earlier this month. That settlement was the one rejected by the Austin City Council tonight, so the case will go on.
Emotional reaction tonight on both sides of this issue. Shannon Wolfson live in the KXAN newsroom to continue our team coverage. Shannon?
Robert, you heard some of that reaction in Aaron's story, and tonight we are hearing even more from some of the other major players in this case. The attorney for the Sanders family, Adam Lowy, declined to comment after the council's vote. This is file video from a news conference he gave last year. He did say only that the family will move forward with their case. Some are relieved this case appears to be headed for trial. Others, though, hoped tonight would be the beginning of the end.
This has been a very, very difficult case, and I am disappointed that we will still have to potentially deal with it.
To us, it was never about the money. It was about the community needs to have a jury of our peers decide this case. So $750,000, $500,000, we would not have been for that compromise either.
Now, the next step in this case appears to be a trial, although we're told further settlement negotiations are not out of the question. We're live in the newsroom tonight. Shannon Wolfson, KXAN Austin News.
If you want more information about this ongoing case, we have it online now at KXAN.com. You can find more details on today's developments, links to our previous stories on this, and police dash cam video from the moment of the Sanders shooting. It's all linked to this story on the local page at KXAN.com.